Hello everyone, this is Stephanie. Welcome to another video. So today we're going to work on the Victoria earrings, and this is the earring right here, and it goes with the Victoria bracelet. And for those of you who haven't seen it, this is a abbreviated version, but I just wanted to show you what the bracelet looks like. And here's the earring. So really pretty set. Here it is in the white pearls and jade pearls, and here I just made a little pendant out of it. So I took the top part off and I added a bail, and I did a really pretty matte chain, and I have a great source for these chains, and this cup chain, which would make I think a really pretty necklace. Or just put a little black velvet ribbon right through this, or white ribbon, and use it as a choker. So very versatile. Here it is. I made it for those of you who don't like a really big earring, and this earring is about, I think it's about 1 3/4 inches. I did it here without the top, makes it a little shorter. It's a very light earring. Here it is really small, using 4mm beads, pearls, and 15-O's and some 11-O's. So you can play with it a little bit. So I'm going to pull this away and just take a quick look. I'll put this aside for now. And I just wanted to show you that, so the earring is the same pattern as the bracelet, done, you know, sort of in a triangle shape here. And I'm always concerned about making an earring like this because it's thin and you want to make sure that it holds its shape. Okay, so here's the original earring that I made, and I wore it all day, the other day and night, and it held its shape. Of course, if I go like this, yes, it's going to bend, just like all earrings do. But it did hold its shape. It didn't cave in. It looked like it was going to be, like it was fine. So on this one, this is the other earring, I actually used a product to stiffen the beads. And you see how, okay, that's pretty stiff. If I bend it, I can break the seal, but, and over time it will, you know, I'm sure it will get softer. But if you really want to, you know, if you're into using these sort of things to stiffen your beadwork, I don't usually use them because they're chemicals, but I didn't have a problem with this one. I'll show you real quick what it is. It's called Jewelry Shield, and actually it's made for allergies. So if you're allergic to, you know, certain metals, nickel, whatever, silver, you paint this on your ear wires, or like if you have you make a bracelet, you can paint it on the beads, and it coats it so it does the plating doesn't cover your skin. You touch your skin. However, I'm sure it wears off after a time. And just a note, if you do use this, use it in a ventilated area because it's a chemical, it's a resin, so it really does, you know, have a smell. I'm very sensitive to these sort of things, so I use this outside or a room, you know, with a fan. Once it dries, you don't smell it. So this is the, you know, I'll put this in the description materials list under the video. I just want to show you the difference in color. Or in, you know, I can't tell that's what I'm actually trying to say, is that I can't tell the difference. This is the one with the Jewelry Shield, this is without. It doesn't change the color, it doesn't change the, you know, it doesn't dull anything. It just looks exactly the same to me. I didn't get it on the pearls, but I think I might have gotten a little bit when I was going around them. It didn't seem to affect the pearls at all. So that's just an option. These have also been stiffened. This one, I only did 1 coat, and that's not as stiff as 2 coats. So, but I think it's perfect. I think actually 1 coat is all you need. This is, I mean, this is really stiff. So you could actually do 1 coat on this. And of course, this is the little one I didn't do. I added a little drop to that, and I didn't use the stiffener on this one. Okay, so I just wanted to give you a little heads up on that if you want to use it. Okay, so I'm going to clear the decks and get a materials list going, and we'll get started. All right, see you in a few. Okay, let's get our materials list going. So you'll need some 6mm pearls. And here I'm using a combination of white, and actually this is a blue goldstone. This is not a pearl. And I'll just show you the strand. Look at that. I don't know if you can see the sparkle in the on the video, but this is so gorgeous. It's like a night sky. My dear friend Robin sent these to me, and she is the caretaker of the Inspire Beaders page, and thank you, Robin. I absolutely love these. I can't wait to use these. I'm actually starting a bracelet to go with the earrings. All right, so these are gorgeous. All right, so I have those. That's going to be my accent bead. That's going to go in the center and in the top part right there. I will put all the colors, all the sizes, amounts in the description box below the video, so don't forget to click the down arrow or the show more. It will open the box. All your materials will be there, all the colors. I will put all the colors and sizes for the smaller earring down there as well. So check down there, lots of good info, places to purchase beads, websites I like, and other info that you might find interesting. All right, we'll need some 3mm pearls. You can use a 3mm bicone here. You can use a 6mm anything here. I just say make it round. I think it's going to fit better in the sort of that netting and the raw netting. If it's round, if it's, I'm not sure if fire polish would make it, but it would, if somebody wants to do this, a sample in fire polish and post it on Facebook, that would be great. I'd love to see how it looks. Okay, you'll need an 11/0 seed bead. Need a couple of ear wires. I have a little stop bead here. I'm using a size 10 beading needle. Keep an 11 handy. I always have two sizes when I'm, you know, like a 10 and then something a little bit lower, or if I'm using an 11, I'll have a 12, just in case. Some 8-pound Fireline black satin. I think that's it. So gather up your materials and we'll get started making this earring. All right, see you in a few. Okay, let's get started. So thread your needle with about 6 feet of thread. I want to do the earring with one thread. So 5.5, 6 feet. Put on a stop bead. Leave enough of a tail to sew in. You're going to put on your needle a pearl, 3mm pearl, 3 11/0s, a 3mm pearl, 3 11/0s, a 3mm pearl, 3 11/0s, a 3mm pearl, and 3 11/0s. So we have 4 groups of 3 11/0s and 4 3mm pearls. Put my lights down a little bit. I'm going to drop those down to my stop bead. I'm going to make it into a circle by sewing up the first pearl after my stop bead. Like that. Now I'm going to just sew through the next 3 11/0s. I'm going to skip the pearl, and I'm just going to sew through the next 3 11/0s. And I'm going to pull, not super tight, just give it a pull, and see what that does. It pops the pearl out. I like that look. I'm going to skip the next pearl. I'm going to come through, sew through the next 3 11/0s. Pop, I'm going to pull just a little bit. I'm going to pop that pearl out. I'm going to skip the next pearl. I'm going to sew through the next 3 11/0s. Do that one more time. Just sew through, skip the pearl and sew through the next 3 11/0s. Then I've popped all 4 pearls out. Give a pull. Like that. That's what it looks like. Now I'm going to just come through the pearl now, that next pearl. So we're just sewing through the next pearl. That's what it looks like. I'm going to pick up a pearl. So here I'm doing this row, this line first, so this white pearl. Picking up a white pearl, coming out of here, right there. Just going to come around the other side, like that. Attach that pearl. Just hold it with your finger. Pop it in like that, and give it a little pull. So now you have your first large pearl, your first unit on with your big pearl in the middle. I'm just going to sew through the next 3 11/0s and the pearl. Okay, I'm going to let you get to this point. So this is how it looks. Let you get to that point, and then maybe back here, and we'll do the next one. All right, see you in a few. Okay, we're back. So let's put on another unit. So I picked up here 3 11-ohs, a pearl, 3 11-ohs, a pearl, 3 11-ohs, a pearl, and 3 11-ohs. So I have 4 groups of 3 11-ohs and 3 pearls. Coming out of here, just going to come around the other side, like that. I'm going to do what I did on the other unit. I'm going to sew through the next 3 11-ohs. I'm going to skip the pearl. I'm going to sew through the next 3 11-ohs. I'm going to give it a little pull to pop it out. I'm going to skip the pearl. I'm going to sew through the next 3 11-ohs. To skip the pearl and sew through the next 3 11-ohs. A little pull. I'm going to skip the pearl and sew through the next 3 11-ohs. Like that. I'm going to pull. Nudge it into shape a little bit. Now I'm going to advance through the next pearl. I'm going to pick up my center color pearl. That's going to be this guy. I'm going to use this gorgeous blue gold stone. Coming out of here, I'm just going to come around this way. Pop that into place. God, that's gorgeous. Okay. Going to come through the next 3 11-ohs and the pearl. Now I have my second unit and my second 6mm on. So then just do this one more time with the white one again. So if you're doing this, color combo, then you've got a white, a colored pearl, and then a white one. So do that, and meet me back here, and we'll continue. All right, see you in a few. Okay, we're back. So I've got my 3 units on. I'm coming out of this pearl right here. Just going to advance my needle through the next 3 11-ohs and the next pearl. Like that. I'm going to pick up 3 11-ohs, a pearl, 3mm, 3 11-ohs, a 3mm pearl, 3 11-ohs, a 3mm, and 3 11-ohs. This is what I have. Coming out of here, coming up to this pearl, and I'm going to come down like so. I'm going to pick up 3 11-ohs. Coming out of this pearl, I'm going to sew up through this pearl right here. So I just get my needle in there, out with my thumb, just like that. Looks all wonky right now, but it'll be fine. Sew through the next 3 11-ohs. Skip the pearl. Sew through the next 3 11-ohs. Pop that pearl into place by giving it a little pull. Skip the pearl. Sew through the next 3 11-ohs. Skip the pearl. Sew through the next 3 11-ohs. skip the pearl, sew through the next 3 11-ohs, and then sew through the pearl. Pick up your next 6 millimeter. That's going to be my side one. Coming out of here, right there, come up through this one, put that pearl on, sew through the next 3 11-ohs, and the pearl. This is what you have. Now I'm going to do something a little unorthodox. I'm going to reverse direction. Now I'm sure there are other ways to do your thread path, but this is the way I found it to be the strongest and work well. So I'm going to sew a little half-hitch knot right here between this pearl and this 11-oh. So I'm bringing my needle through. Make a little loop. I'm going to come through the loop with my needle. And I'm going to tie that, and I'm going to pull that knot down, just like that. Now, generally, you don't want to put a knot in your beadwork if you're going to go through it again. But, you know, I'm throwing caution to the wind. So I'm coming out of, I have a little knot right here. I'm just going to go back through this pearl. Just want to set my needle up properly. And like I said, there are probably other thread paths you can take, but I found that this sort of tightened up the edges too on the earring, so it worked out fine. So don't yell at me, okay? All right, so you're coming out of this pearl, come up through this one. All right, I'm going to advance through the next 3 11-ohs. Through the pearl. All right, I'm going to stop there and let you get to this point, because if you want to play with another thread path, you can. I don't see any problem with putting that little knot there. It really worked out. I did it about 6 times already, so I'm not worried about it. All right, so get that done, and then meet me back here, and we'll continue. All right, see you in a few. Okay, we're back. So let's continue. Coming out of this pearl, I'm just going to advance through the next 3 11-ohs, and you're not, it's a little tight just because we're sewing these, you know, we're making the units very tight. So it's not that they're full of thread, we're just, our beads are just sort of snugged up against each other. So just work your way through, like that. And do the same thing on this side that we did on the other side. 3 11-ohs, a pearl, 3 11-ohs, a pearl, 3 11-ohs, a pearl, and 3 11-ohs, like that. Coming out of here, I'm going to go through this one. I'm going to pick up 3 11-ohs. That's where we are. So up through this guy. I'm going to sew through the next 3 11-ohs. And if you already got it from the other side and you want to continue, just go on and fast forward to the next segment. But I'm just going to go through it one more time. Skip the pearl, go through the next 3 11-ohs, skip the pearl, the next 3 11-ohs, skip skip the pearl. Next 3, go through the next 3 11-ohs, skip the pearl, through the next 3 11-ohs, a little tug, come through the pearl, so sew through that next pearl, whoops, give myself a little knot, there we go, so get that back into place. I'm just going to pull this little knot off my thread. I'm coming. Okay, there we go. Here we are. I'm going to pick up my 6mm. Coming out of here, I'm going to come up through the pearl. Attach that pearl on. I'm going to advance through the next 3 11-ohs and end the pearl if you can get through. If not, just do them separately. There we go. Through the pearl. Do your unorthodox little knot there. Like that. Come back through this way. Like that. Pick up 3 11-ohs. Go through that pearl. So we're sewing through that next pearl. Sew through the next 3 11-ohs. And the next pearl. This is what we have so far. Now, just go one step further. If you can, I want you to sew through all the beads on the outside here. See, this is where I put the little knot in. You shouldn't have a problem getting over that knot. I didn't. So I'm just going to start with that. So I'm just sewing through the outside. I just want to really firm up the earring. I mean, I think it's, you know, and it connects everybody with one thread. See? So I'm not having trouble getting through anybody. So there's the pearl that had, I think that had the knot in it. No problem. And if it's tight, it should be. I want it to be tight. Okay, so just keep going. So just keep going around all the way to back to the beginning again, just to firm up the edges a bit, and then meet me back here and we'll put this top piece on. All right, see you in a few. Okay, we're back, and I hope you got through that okay. It, you know, it's all in an effort to tighten it up enough. If you had trouble getting around the perimeter, then, you know, just, don't do it. It will still be tight. So this is how it is. It's, see how it, I mean, it's hard. I only have one camera angle, but you can see how it's not flopping. All right. So pick up 3 11-ohs, a pearl, 3 11-ohs, a pearl, 3 11-ohs, a pearl, and 3 11-ohs. That's what I have. Coming out of here. You got it. Just going to put a little unit up at the top here. So sew through the next 3. Skip the pearl. Sew through the next 3. Skip the pearl. Sew through the next 3. Skip the pearl. Sew through the next 3. Pop it out if you need to. Skip the pearl. Sew through the next 3, and if you can get through it, the pearl. I'm going to give that a little pull. So I have my top unit. I'm going to pick up my 6mm, come out of here. Just going to sew through this guy. Through the next 3. And the pearl. Okay, so I'm just going to let you get to that point, and then we'll put the ear wire on. Okay, see you in a minute. Okay, so here I have my earring wire. I'm using this little lever back here. Just going to pick up an 11/0. I'm going to sew through the wire, through the hole in the opening right there. Pick up another 11/0. Sew through back through this pearl. Very simple connection. You could certainly do any connection you like here. Just sewing through all the beads again. You can even put another little 11/0 on the side, whatever, so the thread doesn't show on the side of the pearls. Whatever you like. I'm just going through a couple of times. Now I'm going to sew through the unit just to tighten. You can come down. I'm not going to do it now, but you can come down, come through this pearl, tie a little half-hitch knot, and then you're done. Alright, so get that done, come on back, and I'll show you how to use the jewelry shield. Alright, see you in a few. Okay, we're back. So I've turned the earring. So here's the earring, the right side. So here I've turned it onto the back, and I'm just going to take the jewelry shield. It said to shake it a little bit. I've got a fan blowing like crazy and my window's open. And just take a little bit. I didn't do much, and I just did this. So I painted on just the seed beads, just to give it a little. I like to stiffen it up a little bit, so it dries and then it gets stiff, like that. I don't really need this guy, but I'll do it anyway. So I did that, and I turned it over. Don't get it on your fingers. And just do this side. I'm giving it a pretty light coat. They have other products out there that you can use. I have one that's a spray, but honestly, I don't like spraying the stuff around, so I don't think I'm even going to try that one. So just like that. And close it up. And then let it sit until it dries. So you want to probably, give it a few hours. And then you can give it, I don't know, maybe an hour, till it's dry enough. And then you can give it a second coat. Now this one, as I think I showed you in the intro, I only did 1 coat and it's fine. This one is 2 coats and it's, baby is stiff. So if you want a little movement, then just do 1 coat. If you want a lot of, if you want it very stiff, then do 2. All right, so that's pretty much how the jewelry shield works. Now I have my fans on. I don't even smell it because I have a fan on and the windows are open. As I said, you do not smell it once it's dry. There's no odor, okay? All right, so here you go. Here are all our earrings and our little pendant. So I hope you're enjoying the Victoria series. I've got a few more things coming up, like to play with it a little bit. So I hope you make this and post it on Facebook. And I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Please subscribe if you like my channel. At the end of the video, usually my face pops up there. You can click on my face, and the subscribe button will come up. All right, take care. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.